Why is the TV series Erkenci Kuş still unforgettable? How do you know when a television series has truly become a success? Is it by the ratings it receives on the night it premieres? The awards it wins? Or the silence it leaves behind after the final episode? Perhaps true success is none of these. Because some series begin to fade from memory the moment they leave the screen. Others continue to live on, even years later. Time passes. The actors move on to new projects. The television industry changes. Digital platforms take over. New series arrive. New on-screen couples capture millions of hearts. And yet, one day, while scrolling through social media, you unexpectedly come across the same familiar images once again. Can, Sanem, their first meeting, their very first glance, their first kiss, their first heartbreak, and millions of people are still leaving the very same comment beneath those scenes. No one has ever replaced them. But why? How can a summer romance series continue to live in the hearts of millions, even years after it has ended? As we begin searching for the answer, we discover that this is far more than the story of a successful romantic comedy. It is the story of millions of people finding pieces of themselves within a fictional world. Because Erkenci Kuş was never just the story of Can and Sanem. Perhaps, it was a little bit of all of us. At first glance, everything seemed perfectly ordinary. A new summer series, a romantic comedy, two young actors. Turkish television had seen similar productions many times before. No one imagined that this series would one day be talked about across the world. Yet when the first episodes aired, it wasn't a massive production that captured people's attention. Nor was it another collection of familiar romantic comedy cliches. People believed in the characters. They stepped into their world. And before they realized it, they found themselves living inside it. Because Can wasn't perfect. Behind his confidence, he carried emotional scars. Sanem was fearless. But she had fears of her own. Sometimes they misunderstood each other. Sometimes they hurt one another. Sometimes pride stood between them. Sometimes they chose to walk away. But through every misunderstanding, every separation, every obstacle, the story never stopped believing in hope. Perhaps that was the true reason millions kept coming back every week. Real life isn't perfect either. No relationship is. No person is. While watching Can and Sanem, people weren't simply following two fictional characters. They were seeing their own dreams, their own fears, their own longing, because everyone has experienced being misunderstood. Everyone has feared losing someone they love. Everyone has wished, at least once, that they could turn back time. That is why Erkenci Kuş became much more than a love story. It reminded people of the emotions that make us human. But could powerful characters alone create such an extraordinary legacy? Perhaps the real answer lay somewhere between the two actors themselves. Television history is filled with beautifully written love stories. Yet only a handful ever feel completely real. That was the magic Demet Özdemir and Yaman created together. Sometimes they didn't need long conversations. A smile, a moment of silence, a single glance, could say more than pages of dialogue ever could. Viewers were no longer watching two fictional characters. They genuinely believed these two people understood one another. And that has always been the defining quality of television's most unforgettable couples. They don't look like they're acting. They look like they're living. That is exactly what Can and Sanem achieved. Their success transformed far more than a television series. It changed two careers. For Demet Özdemir, Erkenci Kuş became far more than another highly rated production. It became one of the defining turning points that established her as one of Turkey's most beloved actresses. Even today, the series remains one of the strongest foundations of her international recognition. For Can Yaman, however, the journey took an even more remarkable direction. The global success of Erkenci Kuş opened the door to an extraordinary European fanbase. Events in Italy, fan gatherings across Europe, international productions, all became proof that a single television series could change the course of a career. Sometimes a project doesn't simply bring success. It changes the direction of your life. That is exactly what Erkenci Kuş did. So why didn't this story remain within Turkey's borders? Because emotions don't need translation. Someone watching in Latin America, someone living in Europe, a family in the Middle East, a young couple in the Balkans. Each found something deeply personal in the journey of Can and Sanem. Some remembered their first love. Some thought about the one they never had the chance to be with. Some rediscovered how difficult forgiveness can be. Love speaks a universal language. That is why Erkenci Kuş crossed borders so effortlessly. It stopped being simply a Turkish television series and became a shared emotional experience for audiences around the world. Perhaps the most remarkable chapter of this story began only after the final episode aired. Because true cultural phenomena are not measured while they are happening. They reveal their real impact years later. Even today, millions of fans continue creating videos dedicated to Can and Sanem. Classic scenes are constantly rediscovered through new music and fresh edits. A new generation is discovering the series for the very first time, while those who watched it a decade ago still return to the same unforgettable moments with the very same excitement. In truth, people are no longer watching only a television series. They are revisiting a chapter of their own lives. Their first excitement, their first hopes, their first racing heartbeat, perhaps even the years of youth that now seem impossibly distant. Because some stories don't end when the screen fades to black. They continue living inside people's hearts. Today, new romantic comedies continue to appear. New on-screen couples win the love of millions. Perhaps future series will create their own unforgettable memories. But some stories cannot be measured by ratings alone. They are measured by the memories they leave behind. Erkenci Kuş will be remembered not only as one of Turkey's most successful romantic comedies, but as a television story that united millions of people around the world through the same emotions. Perhaps that is why, whenever people speak about Turkey's most unforgettable TV couples, Can and Sanem remain among the very first names that come to mind. Because some characters become unforgettable, some series become legends, but only a very few become part of people's own lives. Erkenci Kuş became one of those rare stories. And perhaps, it always will.
Forever hold my hand, stay with me, dance again, smile again, love again.
La la la, Can, Sanem.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe someday. Every road leads us home, every dream still remembers every heartbeat.
Still believes la la la.
Can, Sanem, hey.
La la la.
Can, Sanem, hey.
La la la.
La la la.
Can, Sanem, Can, Sanem.
Forever, 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 hey, yeah. Hey. Run with the sunrise,
Dance with the morning.
sing with the birds, laugh with the sky, dream with the stars, love with your heart.
Can, Sanem.
Can, Sanem, hey.
La la la.
Can, Sanem, hey.
Again, hold my hand, stay with me, never goodbye, only hope, only love, and la la la.
Can, Sanem, hey.
La la la.
Can, Sanem, hey.
Sanem.